Welcome to the Wilderness Podcast, episode 42, the weekly Oldschool Runescape podcast. I'm your host, Dilz, and over there we got Deagin.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going with you? Tell us about your week.
Non-RS related. Been playing some Black Desert and PlayerUnknown and WoW.
How's Black Desert going? Is it getting better?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty good game. Like, the more I play it, the more I kind of see, like, the pay-to-win aspect of it.
Well, if we saw it last week, which was, like, what, your first week of playing?
It was like, yeah, pretty much.
So if you started seeing glimpses of it then, I can only imagine now when you're actually probably a lot higher level and shit.
Yeah, like, the leveling system's, like, pretty weird. I don't know if I said there's not really, like, a level cap or anything. I don't know if I mentioned this last week.
I don't know about the level cap part, but remember you said you can grow levels from fishing or some shit like that, and you mentioned you can get donkey or some shit from fishing.
Yeah, like a lot of weird shit. See, I actually figured out. I thought I caught a horse while I was fishing, but like I got like a daily reward, like kind of like, you know how like Facebook games or something would have like a login, or a mobile game have like login rewards. Yeah, I got one of those while I was AFKing, and I didn't know it was a thing.
That's it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fine. Like it's super grind based. Like it's a grind heavy game, and I mean, I like RuneScape, so I like BDO for that. But like the higher, like I was talking to some like higher levels. Like I hit like 51, which you can get to really easily.
Okay.
And then, like, once you hit, like, you know, that, like, once you're getting to high 50s and 60s, like, grinds will take, like, 20, 30 hours or something, someone was telling me.
Oh,
to, like, level. Like, it gets real grindy. But I was talking to some, like, higher levels, and they're all kind of like, yo, you should, spend some real life money, and you should buy these items.
Just get it over with.
How much is that? I don't know, like, $80.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not spending $80 on fucking microtransactions for this game. Like, that's stupid. Okay, I know it sounds dumb, but it'll really help you out. And it's like, kind of turning me off a bit from the game, because a lot of people have been recommending me that. Like, to buy pets that pick up items and to buy inventory space.
This sounds like a 3D version of MapleStory.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, pretty much, but not really. Like,
okay. The pay-to-win factor is there.
Yeah, of course. And, like, a lot of people are upset with it, but, like, what are you gonna do about it? I mean, the game itself is, like, really fun. Like, just all the shit you can do. And, like, I haven't spent any money yet, and I'm still enjoying it.
But once you get to those higher levels, like, my girlfriend's been playing this game called, like, Cooking Fever or some shit for the phone. Yeah. And, like, we were talking about this when she first started playing. I was like, those games are cancerous, because, like, they're gonna force you to start spending money at some point, and then you're just gonna feel obligated if you want to keep playing, and you'll have invested so much time that you'll just feel like you have to. So she got to that point where she's such a high level now that any more advancements are such a big grind that you either need to pay the money or spend like 3 months playing the game like an hour every day.
Yeah.
So
and like
she like, okay, I'm going to spend like $20, spends $20, levels up, and then like instantly goes, well, if I want to level up again, I got to spend more money.
Yeah.
So then every level from then on, you're just like,
you're more and more pressured every single time.
Yeah, because you're not going to grind for 4 months and then you level up with paying for $20. And you're not going to spend 5 months grinding, so you're going to spend another $25. You know what I mean?
Yep. And it's funny because I was having the same conversation with someone where they're like, pretty much where this is what her and like most people's mindset is. Like, it's where you're pretty much going. It's like, hell, I spent 4 months already getting to this point. And I've got this game for free, or I got this game for $10 or whatever. So if I spend $30, I have, 400 hours played or something. That's really worth my time. Like, if I compare it to a movie theater or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
People do it with, like, League of Legends. I did it with League of Legends hard.
I feel like that's a different monster in itself, but,
because, like, it's good and it's bad. I mean, okay, you spend, I've spent, like, $10 and I have, like, 200 hours placed in Black Desert, but I also keep it on, like, all the time. So, like, let's cut that in half and say, I've only been playing 50 hours a week. I don't want to, don't want to go too hard with it. But,
Oh, yeah.
So I've sunk like a lot of time into it. So let's just say like, 100 hours and I spent $10. Like that's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
So I should, if it was a movie or like, and people kind of like will give that excuse to themselves. And then like $500 later, they're like, oh shit, I spent like $500 on this game. Like I know people that have spent like $1,000 on Hearthstone in like a week. And because they say, well, I've put so much time into it, like it's kind of worth the money, I guess. But really, you spend $1,000 on a video game.
Basically. That's why I say like a game like League of Legends is a bit different, because you're not really paying money to get advantages for the most part. You're paying for like little customized skins, right?
Yep. Yeah, but I'm not even talking about like advantages and whatnot. I'm just talking about like the money you're spending on something. It's
no, I get it. But like, I'm just saying with League of Legends, I've sunk in a lot of hours over the years I've been playing that game. And I went to go check just because you can see how much money you've spent in the game. There's some like, it's on the Riot website or something like that.
Yep.
It'll tell you how much you spent on their skins and stuff like that. And I checked and I was like, oh fuck, I wonder what it's going to be. It's going to be a lot. And it came up to $250.
Yep.
And I looked at that and I was like, that's it? I've played fucking hundreds of hours on this game. I was expecting like $500 plus.
Yeah.
And then when I was like, $250 for how much, for like, it's a lot, but for how much I've played this game and how much I've enjoyed it, like.
How much you hated it at the same time though?
Yeah, exactly. So, so I've seen a lot of people compare, enjoyment to how often you use it and how expensive it is. So like, if you buy an iPod, that's like $300, but you're using it, 4 hours a day, every single day, compared to like, I bought a $300 telescope and I maybe use it once or twice a month for half an hour each session, right? So you do the math on how often you're the enjoyment you're getting out of it. And like, something like the iPod's obviously a lot more worth it. But yeah, so that's why I feel like League of Legends is a lot different than like a game like those pay to win games like Clash of Clans and shit like that.
Yeah.
I work with guys and they would spend every Friday, because that's when we get paid. Every Friday, they'd spend at least $20.
Yeah, see, that's fucked.
And he was like, yo, it's just what I do. I spend $20 every Friday, at least. Sometimes I spend 50. And man, I remember I worked with this other dude, and he was playing Boom Beach, which is like Clash of Clans. It's the same company, it was just a different version of it.
Yeah.
And I remember him being like showing me the game and stuff, and he had this really like awesome base, and I didn't really play the game too much, but he's like, oh, watch me upgrade this thing. Hold on 1 second. And he dropped like $80 on the game to upgrade the shit.
Jesus
and he's like,
Christ.
now watch what I can do with this. And he shows me in a match. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. 3 months down the road, I noticed like he's not really playing that game anymore. I'm like, hey man, what happened to that game? I just got kind of bored with it. I'm like, how much fucking money did you spend on it though? Like,
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I mean, it boggles my mind. I was talking to a dude on Black Desert, one of my buddies, and he was like, man, you should really get pets. $20, you can get 2 pets that will like help you loot shit. So it's way better. Like, trust me, because there's no AoE loot or anything, right?
Yeah.
Just imagine RS, you're like one-shotting things, and you're like, oh, these things kind of drop good loot over time. Can't really be bothered to pick it up though, because it's so like time-consuming.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's only $20. I know a guy that spent $500 on pets. And it's like, what the $500 on like virtual animals.
Yeah, that's...
Like, oh god. But, do what you want.
Honestly, I feel guilty admitting this. When it comes to fucking World of Warcraft, I definitely bought so many of the pets for real life money. Because me and my one of my buddies, we were racing to see who can get 100 of the pets, like the miniature pets that follow you around and shit.
Yep.
This was before they had the little Pokemon battles with them.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really that many. And I remember like whenever one would come out, I'm like, dude, I'm at 87. I'm so fucking close. And it's really hard to get pets at this point. So I'm going to drop $20 and get this Celestial Steel pet.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do,
Oh, feels bad.
I mean, I'm too stingy. Like, I've been buying bonds and shit on my RS accounts now. Like, I've just like...
Oh yeah, you canceled your membership and everything.
Yeah, I've just been doing bonds. I just like, I can't, even though I need to save like 70 or I guess now 66 mil for Dragon Warhammer, yeah. I still like, I mean, obviously if you want to spend money on whatever, like do it. Like, I don't really care, but I just always feel guilty. Like looking at like my credit card like bill for the month and just seeing like RuneScape and World of Warcraft and like, oh god.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I gotta stop one of these. I don't have enough money on WoW yet to buy the equivalent to bonds on that game.
I got so many bills that RuneScape just gets added to the list.
Yeah.
Oh, gas, electricity, RuneScape. Sounds about right. Netflix, Spotify.
Yeah, but moving on from that, played PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Always playing that. It's a good game.
True.
I like it. It's fun shooting people, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
Then like WoW. We had like 4 raids last week, and I had nothing else to do. It was just like AFK woodcutting redwood trees.
Sure.
So I just like showed up to raids and
anything exciting to mention there?
Nope.
Okay.
It's WoW. It's pretty boring to be honest. But
sure.
I just do it to kind of hang out with my buddies.
Yeah.
But yeah, old school wise, I cut a bunch of trees. I'm almost 94 wood cutting.
Nice.
A lot of redwood logs. I've been rune crafting a bit. Did a little bit of rune crafting.
Why?
One, I need 77 or 82, just depending on when I want to stop for Fremennik Elites. But also for, so I've been burning out, like, the past week and a bit. Like, someone in the CC or a couple people had mentioned that, I've kind of died down on playing, because I used to always be on. And I've, like, slowed down, and it's like, I just kind of Slayer grind for, like, a month straight or something. Like, all I was doing was Slayer. And, like, this week I got Necrials, and I was like, I can't do this. I can't sit there for, like, an hour and a half killing and elking. I gotta do something else. So I started woodcutting, and then I started... Because I want 99 defense, but I also had a little goal, like a side goal for a while, which was 84 crafting. And that's for Master Clues. I know I can boost and whatnot, but, like, I don't like boosting. It's so stressful. The times I've had to do it, it's like... I should have just got the levels. That's kind of how I always think in the end.
Oh, dude, 100%. Hold on, wait, can I cut in real quick while we're on the topic of boosting?
Yeah.
Because it's easy when you got a cat, but did you see, I posted a video in our Discord. It was, a friend made a video, and in it he was getting the boosts with his cat.
Okay.
And he fucking looked away for a second, his cat got KO'd.
Yep.
So he goes and trains another cat, and the video just ends with, the cat dying again because he wasn't watching. And I was like, that's exactly what happened to me.
Yep.
It's exactly. Times that by like 3 because I spent a whole day losing cats.
Yeah. It's brutal because you got to train them up and shit. And then
you got to wait and then...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was debating on bringing my cat for like rune crafting and stuff, but...
Dude, I have, I think I got 2 cats right now and a kitten. I'm stockpiling these cats.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, I was gonna say, I need 84 crafting for my master clue, which is like a little side.
Crafting or rune crafting?
Crafting.
Oh, crafting.
I'll get to that in a second, yeah. So I need 84 crafting for the black D-hide on
that's
Entrana.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I can pay someone. Last time I did that, I think I explained to the dude that just straight up fucked me. Straight up just got scammed for like barely any money to the point where I was like, you know what? He had the levels too. And it's like, it was like 300k. I don't really care. It's kind of like, I was annoyed that I wasted time. That's what I was annoyed with. So I'm like, I'll just do it on my own.
Paid 300k?
Oh, dude, I was like offering like 600k at one point.
Holy shit.
Because people wouldn't do it for me. It's awful. I tried getting so many people to do it, and people either say, yeah, man, I'm down. Alright, you want to do it? Let's do it in a bit. Okay, when do you want to do it? I don't know, we'll figure out a good time. And then queue like 2 days of me being like, yo, you want to help me out? In a bit. And then people just not wanting to do it straight up.
Wow, that's rough. I found a guy pretty fast. The only problem is I think I went to go take a piss or something while I was fighting the double agent on Entrana, and I ended up dying. I talked about this before, but I had to pay the same guy twice to come back and make it for me. I think he was actually annoyed the second time. I think he was like, are you fucking serious? Hey, come on, man, it's double money.
Time ago, I had to get 75 crafting for Monkey Madness 2. So this is going back a while. This is going back to like last year probably. I don't even remember.
Yeah, okay.
So I made like 8.8k or something uncharged orbs.
True. Yeah.
And so I was thinking, me being me, hey, maybe I can make some money crafting. I'm going to look at flax, and I have to make like 130k flax to get to 85 crafting.
All right, that's a bit.
I'm just like, yeah, you know what? No, I'm okay. Let's look at orbs, and it's like 30 something K. And then right now my cash stack is pretty low because I have like some GE flips going on right now, some long-term GE flips. I was like, shit, I don't really want to like, you know, sell these and lose some money. Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, maybe I'll charge my orbs because I need to get my rune crafting up. I need my magic up, and I need my crafting up. So like right now, I'm like going Iron Man mode. Like I'm making my cosmics to charge my orbs and then to make battle staves.
So I'm doing isn't it better to just make nature runes, sell the nature runes, and make cosmics? I mean, buy cosmics.
I make like 4 GP more doing double cosmics than nature runes. Yeah. Somebody pointed it out shortly after I did a big rune crafting grind, like 44 to 70. Someone was like, dude, I think at like 50 plus you make a little bit more. And at the time I could have made like a mill or two more.
No kidding. Now, are you doing this in the Abyss, or are you going to Xanaris
Abyss.
and doing... Yeah? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Xanaris isn't too bad. It's just, I don't know. The blueness just kind of bugs my eyes. I don't know why. Just the bright colors.
It's purely against the aesthetic of it.
Being in there for like 5 hours straight, just rune crafting, just kind of like, my wrist is sore, my eyes are sore. I'm in a bad mood because I'm rune crafting.
You prefer the maroonish color that's in the Abyss.
Yeah. And it's also kind of nice because, like what happened today, when someone tries to kill me while I'm rune crafting, I just like, all right, I'm just gonna do the air orbs stuff for a little while until that person fucks off.
Okay,
that's what I'll do. Because like, usually they'll like hop around and try and like keep following you, even if I have my private off.
Oh yeah.
I've noticed bumping into the same person like 3-4 times, so I just kind of stop for a while, and now
I'll sometimes add them to see if they're gonna change worlds and leave their private on. Because you're just like, feels bad, but you're kind of teaching them to turn their private off whenever they're in the wilderness.
Yeah,
which is a very important lesson, especially if you're clanning or you're with a group. Like that's how you get your group hunted down, is by one person leaving their fucking private on.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of I can't be bothered. I'm just gonna go charge some of these orbs while I'm at it.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. I haven't really done anything eventful. I did like some Slayer, and I just kind of like slowly working towards all my goals.
Okay.
But yeah, what about yourself?
Well, since I just want to quickly mention, since you said about your GE flips, it reminded me. I had 10 ropes sitting in my the Grand Exchange for maybe a year now. It's been a long time, but I was selling them for 10k each. They finally all sold. And they all sold together.
Really?
Yeah, I went from none selling till I came on and all of them sold.
Worth it.
It was pretty crazy.
Huge flips.
Yeah.
I mean, on my free-to-play account, I did that a lot with small fishing nets, rope, lobster pots, and harpoons. I'd go to like a fishing store, buy a bunch of them, and then go up, and you'd make like, you know, you buy them for like, say, 20 or something.
Yeah.
20 GP, and then you'd sell it for like 120 or 300.
Yeah, like it is what it is, but not the greatest way to make money, but it's
free money,
it's free.
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit ago, I saw on Reddit, somebody got a twisted bow for like dirt cheap. It was like 40 mil or something.
Yeah. It's cause, there's a bug with the Grand Exchange. If you put up something that's worth more than the max cash stack, or like you can only get the max cash stack out of it.
Yeah.
Or something weird like that. And so it happened with someone with Ellie's. Someone sold an Ellie for 20k by accident because they put a bunch up. And then once they sell, like, it has to equal like 2.147 bill or whatever.
Yeah.
And so if like there's 7k left out of like the 9 out of 10 items, the last one will just sell for 7k.
Gotcha.
It can't, like the game engine literally can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Okay, so it gets rounded down. So that's, could you imagine? That'd be fucking awesome.
Better than going into negatives. That's like the only other option besides like changing the way the numbers or the game engine works and changing the money cap. I mean, they probably should just give you a toggleable like platinum token. It just converts it to platinum tokens for you or
Oh
something.
yeah, that's right. They do have that now because of the fucking duel arena.
Yeah, you should be able. There would be cool if like if they had an option to just change it so like that couldn't ever happen.
Yeah, you'd think like once you start selling an item for like 100 mil or more, or maybe like 1 bill or more, you have to sell it for platinum tokens.
Mm-hmm. Like something, or like at least the option to, because it happened a long time ago when Ellie's were like the twisted bow, like the expensive item. And I mean, it doesn't happen often, but like, you know.
Yeah, it sucks. But then again, are you feeling bad for the guy who's selling 5 twisted bows?
Yeah, dude. Whatever he did to deserve them. Even if it was flipping a coin, 5-6 times the duel arena.
Fair enough.
No one deserves to be gypped out of like $1,000 real life. It's kind of shitty.
Okay, when you're bringing in the real life money, that brings in a whole new factor.
I mean, let's be real. You have that many twisted bows, you're probably gonna pay off your bills once in a while with them.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Anyways, what I actually did this week, it seems like every week I'm changing my goal, kind of, or like what I'm working towards. I got ADD or something. That's just
multiple goal disorder.
Yeah, I like that. MGD.
Yeah, buddy.
So yeah, I got my 99 strength last week, and then I was working on my attack and shit. I think I'm at 78 or something. But like I said, I've been bouncing around with a bunch of things, and I don't know where this came from. But I decided to do some chompy bird hunting because I saw that the pet is 1 in 500. Mm-hmm. And then I noticed that if you did the Western provinces, yeah, that's the right one, that if you complete them each, so easy gives you a 25% chance of getting 2 chompy birds when you're doing the chompy bird hunting. Mm-hmm. And then mediums 50%, hard 75, elite 100. And also the West, if you do the hard Western provinces diary, you also get the crystal halberd.
Yep. Which is super good.
Yeah, it seems amazing because I'm always bringing around the dragon halberd, especially when I'm doing not especially, basically only when I'm doing a slayer task and the monsters are, they take up 2 squares.
Yep.
And yeah, it's fucking strong.
Oh yeah, man, people boss with the crystal halberd like all the time.
Yeah, so I can't wait to get the crystal halberd, and because it's like an upgraded version of that, right?
Yeah.
So that would be dope. But in order for me to get to the heart, I need to get 70 mining. I think I'm at 62 right now. And I need to get 75 pickpocketing, which is, I think I'm at 68. So I'm currently working towards that. I'm doing motherload mining for mining because I need to get, well, I don't need to get, but I want to get the gem bag.
Full prospect? Oh, you have full prospectors yet?
No, actually, I want to get both of those.
Yeah, because you need full prospectors for Falador Elite, or Heart, one of them. You have to walk into the mining guild with full prospectors.
Oh, okay.
So, that's
good.
I've
got the boots and the helmet, but I think a while back you were mentioning when you got the gem bag.
Yep.
And you're saying you didn't realize how much money you were fucking leaving on the ground in gems?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And I've kind of noticed I do that a lot too, just because so many sapphires and emeralds drop that half the time I'm just like, I don't have enough space.
Yeah.
I just leave it.
Yeah, it's a pain to go pick up like 1K and then have it sit in your inventory. It's nice to be able to put it in the gem bag and then just empty it in between tasks, and like next thing you know, you got a couple 100K just sitting there.
Yeah, that's crazy. So that's what I want to work towards. So that's why I'm doing motherload mining while I level up my mining. Yeah, I think that was basically it towards actual progression on my account. But dude, you will not believe what I did this week.
What'd you do?
I don't know how. I don't know why, but I played some Last Man Standing.
Nice.
Do you know how fucking hard it is to play Last Man Standing?
How'd you even find a world? How are there people waiting? I don't get it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Normally I'll just plop in and be like, let's go see if anyone's in Last Man Standing, and it's completely empty. Let's go back and do whatever I was doing before. This time was more of like a prime time, like it was right after work or something like that. And I decided to jump on. I went, and there was like 4 people there. And they were kind of like, you guys want to do Last Man Standing? Like, fuck yeah, I want to do Last Man Standing. One of the guys there was ranked 1 in Last Man Standing, which...
Jesus.
Is that impressive? Because for all I know, that one game that I played, I might be ranked like 6 now. So who knows?
I feel you.
But yeah, so we just I went into RCC, wanted to see if anyone wanted to play, and actually one of the people in our CC came and joined. We jammed some Last Man Standing because eventually we got enough people. I was jumping around to some of the more popular CCs that you see getting spammed in the GE, and I was just like, Last Man Standing, motherfuckers, come join up.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of other people were doing that. But yeah, eventually we got enough people, and I played it for a couple hours.
Nice.
And it was like it was fucking fun. I had a lot of fun, and it makes me just go like, how many people are out there just have never even played The Last Man Standing because of, for whatever reason, it's a waste of time, or no one else is playing it, or they don't even know it exists?
I
know a lot of people don't like it either, but
it appeals like a small demographic. It's like you like the battle royale gameplay, but you don't like shooting or the culling. Like, there's so many battle royales that, like, I guess it's fun. It wouldn't be too bad to do it in RuneScape, but it's like, I'd rather just load up PlayerUnknown or H1Z1 or something and go play a game while I'm playing RuneScape.
But the thing is also, like, Last Man Standing's free to play.
Mm-hmm.
But it's empty in non-members, and I can't understand why. Non-members is boring as hell. Could you imagine being able to fucking play on a max account in Last Man Standing? I don't know if there's member items and shit involved, but if there is, that's
I don't know. I
incentive.
find when people come back to RuneScape, they're like, what is this and what is that? Ah, fuck it. I'll worry about that later. And they just never come around. Like, I know people that have been playing for like months and they've never been to Zia because they weren't playing when it came out, or it came out and they like, well, I still need to learn all this and this. I'll get to that later, and they just never get around to it. So
That's
like that could be a thing with Last Man Standing, where it's like there's so much shit to do just in RS in general. You're like, not a lot of people pull up Google and look stuff up on RuneScape. They just kind of like play and figure it out as they go along.
Yeah, but there's quite a bit of people on old school RuneScape. You think that, you need like 25 people to be in a match, right? You'd think, out of everyone playing, 25 people might be curious of what's going on. But obviously it's a lot more complicated than that. So, but it's just interesting because there's always a Castle Wars game going on. I know they're both very different, but I was thinking if they added like cosmetics to Last Man Standing that you could redeem through points, do you think that would bring people to play it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the problem.
The only reason why you'd play it is to try and win money on like the high stakes weekends or whatever, when you can make a lot of bang from that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, yeah. There's no real like reward. It'd be kind of cool to have some nice little things going on for that. But
just something, just some sort of cosmetics, because I know the cosmetics aren't the main thing driving Castle Wars, but it gives people a reason. So it's not like if they play Castle Wars, they're not just wasting their time and they're just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're actually getting tickets and shit. And I think that's like a big problem with the escaping mindset is you don't want to waste time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every hour spent doing Last Man Standing is like an hour you could have spent grinding towards, the 200-hour grind that's leveling rune crafting.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even close to. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though.
But I was just surprised by how much fun I had. I thought I was going to jump in, play 2 matches, and be like, yeah, that was fun. I'm bored.
I think that the issue with Last Man Standing is like one of the many issues, I guess, with why it's not popular. It's like, if you're playing that type of a mini game or that type of a game and you die early, say you're the first one left, and say there's only like 20 or 30 people, you die, and then now you gotta wait 10, 20 minutes or whatever to play another game. Whereas in the other types of battle royales, you die, you go to the main screen, you queue up, and you jump in immediately.
Yeah, but like...
So like, if there is like, constant games, like you die, and you can just start another one instantly, I do think that would get more people to be playing all the time, but you also need like a crap ton of people
to be
to
playing.
want to play. Yeah, so it's kind of...
I totally agree. Like, there's a lot wrong with Last Man Standing right now. When you die, and if there's not enough, like, you should be able to see what the hell's going on in the match. Right now, when you die, it's just like, okay, that was it. And you don't know who wins. You don't know anything, really.
I think the big issue with that is your friend dying and being like, oh yeah, there's a guy here and that, and this dude just died over here, and, you know, like, ghosting, I guess. That would be the term. They don't want people to be ghosting.
Yeah. I guess I could see that, but still, like, in the fight pits, they have these little orbs at each corner in the middle that when people are outside, like, in the waiting room, they can peer into the orbs and see who's fighting and shit and what's going on. They can watch the fights go down.
Yeah.
While they wait. I just, and even with Castle Wars, they have the sides of the wall where you can kind of stand up and Al can kind of watch. You don't got really the best view, but still, you, kind of see what the fuck's going on a little bit.
You know what? You just mentioned something that I kind of forgot about, is the fight pits. Mm-hmm. Why the hell is there Last Man Standing when we have fight pits? Isn't that already Last Man Standing?
Sort of. A little different, though, because I think the big thing Last Man Standing was going to do...
To get your items and stuff, right? You have to go pick up and loot and whatnot, and you're auto-maxed.
I think with Last Man Standing, the gimmick was it was supposed to bring in a lot of people, like new players, because you're able to play on a maxed account in this battle royale kind of thing, and you can play to non-members or members. So I think they were kind of hoping people would see the Last Man Standing, decide to come back to RuneScape on their low-level account, but they're like, hey, I'll just play Last Man Standing for a bit because I'll be all maxed out.
Mm-hmm.
And then fight pits, you have to bring your own gear. You have to, none of your stats change and shit. But, oh man, fight pits was my fucking jam back in the day. I'm not even kidding. I would play that, like, so much. I think I had a lot of friends that would like playing it too, so that was definitely a factor.
Yep.
Like, shit, I would chop at magic trees for 8 hours a day just because I knew everyone else there.
Yeah.
World 18 magic trees represent the 3 magic trees at Sears, not the 4. Fuck those guys. Yeah, man, I fucking really enjoyed fight pits. You know, we have our 1-year anniversary coming up in the next 2 months.
A big old fight pit little fiesta.
We could do a fight pit fiesta.
Yeah, I could be down. We can see when the time comes.
Ah, hell yeah. We'll see. And at least with fight pits, when you don't get much of a reward, but you get some tokel. Yeah, a very small amount, but it's something where, like, if you're there for a couple hours and you're constantly winning, you'll be like, fuck, you keep banking it, like, before you know it, you'll have enough to buy an Onyx.
Yeah, that's true.
That being said, the last thing I did a little bit of, I guess you could call it PKing. I think I was doing this while I was mining, but I'd go my pure and kind of, you mentioned it before, but like, this is a surprisingly large amount actually, I mentioned this last week too, I think, but this is a surprisingly large amount of people who like to splash in the Edgeville dungeon on Black Demons.
Yep.
Or some, not just splash, but also AFK train and stuff. I can't figure out why they do this.
It's really good magic experience per hour for casting a spell at a monster, because demons have -10 magic resistance, so you do bonus damage. You have a bonus chance to hit star. You don't do extra damage, but
okay,
you're always going to hit them, and you'll hit them hard. Well, you won't always, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't splash if you have like good magic gear, and you'll hit them pretty hard. And plus, they have a lot of health, and they can drop rune items, so it kind of offsets some of the cost.
Yeah, I mean, Black Demons kind of have shit drops compared to like their level.
Yeah, I mean, on our Iron Man series, I got like a rune chain from them.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit different, because like with a lower, like with an Iron Man, you're going for specific rewards, right?
Yeah, but if you're like a low level pure, you're like level 40 or something, or maybe you're just like, you know, new to the game, it's not like a bad idea to kill demons with magic. I mean, there's better options, obviously, but if that's how you want to train magic, demons are the way to go. If you're just like shooting Fire Strike at something.
Yeah, but I just think in the realm of demons, that Black Demons are one of the worst choices of the demons. You got lesser demons, greater demons, and both those are, I think, would be better. Like, again, rewards are still pretty shitty with them, but you're killing the lesser and greater demons a lot faster than you're killing black demons.
Yeah, but it's not like kills per hour. It's because they have like the black demons have a lot more health. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's more AFK, and also like, you know, what's the best you get from a lesser demon? Like a rune medium.
Yeah,
and that's pretty rare. And then on the I think it's the same chance, but you get a rune chain, and then I think a rune medium, maybe a rune full helm as well from the black demons.
Yeah,
but you're also in the wilderness. So that's like a pretty big downside.
Huge downside.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to AFK. I don't understand. Unless they're like, they have so much money that like they're AFKing these black demons for so long that a few deaths doesn't really outweigh the cost.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was hopping around killing some bots around that area on my pure. And I was doing it like prime time?
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing it when I figured I can't remember when I did this. But anyways, there was a few people I bump into that were AFK splashing and shit, and they might have been just a few levels too low for me or something like that. But a few times I'd almost kill someone, they would teleport out of there or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty shitty. But one thing I did learn, there, especially at the level range my pure is, he's level 57, I think. There is a shit ton of people killing Earth Warriors down in the Edgeville dungeon, and they're doing it on a Slayer task. I was so shocked. I was hopping around, decided to go there, and like, I bumped into so many people that were my level, and they'd have like decent gear on because they're just slaying, and I guess they didn't think they'd pop into someone. And there was so many times where like I'd switch worlds, I had a skull in my head, and I'd see the person I want to attack, but the only thing is they're AFKing, but I keep getting attacked by fucking Earth Warriors, so I'm like, okay, I gotta kill these Earth Warriors so I can open up my spot. And I'd be there for like 2 minutes trying to kill like the Earth Warriors and clear an area. And then she would notice I was there and teleport out. So it's like they were kind of AFKing as well. Because every time I'm like, all right, just 2 more of these Earth Warriors and I can kill her. And she fucking teleported. She must have like saw me with a skull and like, okay, what level? Oh shit, this guy's gonna attack me as soon as he can.
Yeah, my buddy quit playing RuneScape because he kept dying trying to do an Earth Warrior task. Because he would bring in full rune and he would just like walk away from his computer and come back and he's sitting in Lumbee.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it happened to him like 3 times or something. Me and my buddy kept just giving him rune sets and he kept getting mad and was like, fuck this, I quit. Almost went through a mill trying to get through this Slayer task. This is not worth it.
Bet you the same guy kept killing him too, making bang.
Probably. He probably was like, oh my god, he doesn't notice me? And he's AFK again. What? Okay, alright. I'm just gonna... And he's dead.
Oh boy. But I think that was basically my week. A lot of random shit going on. Yeah, I think so. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4 as well. That game was fun.
Not bad.
And I started playing this game on my mobile phone called South Park Phone Destroyer. It's actually really fun. It's a free game. I think it's on early access, surprisingly enough. That trend caught on. It's in the mobile world now, too.
Yeah, it's spreading like the plague.
But it's similar to Clash Royale, but it's like side-scroll. Like, you send out units and they kind of walk on a path. And really good, though. I'm surprised by how much fun it is. Like, the game's top quality. It's on par with Stick of Truth for how well done the game was made.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, some good shit there. That game's fun. If you're into South Park and stuff like that, check it out. It's your typical, I want to say freemium game. Where like, yeah, you can, you unlock packs like every couple hours for free, and then, or you can spend an extra $5 and open up a certain amount of packs.
Yeah.
Your typical fucking game. But they said themselves that they don't want it to be plagued like all the other pay-to-win games. They want it to be fair for people who don't want to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the people who are going to be in the top 10 for that game are, just like every game, are the people who spend real-life money, which is fine. I don't care. I don't want to be top 10. I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. Do you want to jump into the news?
Yeah, so, we'll jump in just before the news. I'm just going to start this off by saying Jagex came up with a really good idea that I've never heard before.
Yeah?
And I applaud them for their amazing idea. So, August 12th and August 13th, they're having a PvP championship.
Oh?
Having 3 brackets, a 1v1, a 5v5, and a 20v20.
Fucking stupid game!
Well, you know, you got your wish. There's a PvP championship.
Yes! Mixed feelings.
Very, very mixed feelings. So there's 16 individuals for a 1v1, and I believe that's invitational. So
interesting.
I'm assuming it's just gonna be streamers and stuff like that. Like
for the most part,
streamers.
I think a lot of them will be streamers.
So $10,000 prize pool for the winner of the 1v1, and then there's 16 teams in the 5v5 bracket with another $10,000 prize, and then 8 20v20 teams for 10,000 as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the tournament is the 12th and the 13th of August.
Cool.
And they have the times here and stuff. I won't even go over it because everyone's in different time zones. But yeah, it's pretty much midday. It seems like for afternoon for on the Saturday and whatnot.
Cool.
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So 256 total players, and that'll be pretty cool, I guess.
That sounds legit.
How that goes down.
One wish is, I don't know, I really wanted a 2v2 and a 3v3. I feel like 5v5 is a bit too much. 20v20 is a whole different, that's a fucking clusterfuck right there. But that's its own fun in itself, right? That's like a clan fight. Yeah, I feel like they really missed out on having a 2v2 or a 3v3 because 5v5, well, it's still gonna be great to watch. I feel like it might be a tad too many people. Too much to go on.
I think the issue with what they're worried about with a 2v2 or a 3v3 is 3 people on each team on one person, just waiting until they're out of, Cerebrus, and then they just die. I mean, it'll be kind of the same for the 20 and the 5s, but, it's, you kind of have to coordinate, obviously, more of the 20v20, but, with 2v2, especially 2v2, it's alright, let's attack, Super Arrow 552, and then they just sit there and attack him for 10 minutes while Super Arrow and his buddy is alright, we're gonna attack, Super Pure or something. And then it's just kind of it's they're worried about it being stale, I guess, because
honestly, I just want to cut in, because I can see how that would go on. I've been I've watched in the past, just we've all seen Tri-Brooders fight, right? Yeah. And if you haven't, watch it, because it's a whole new level of PvPing than it used to be back in the day. And just watching that alone, I think a 2v2 would be a lot more complex than what you would think. Because I feel like you would have, sure, you'd pile the one dude, but I feel like you'd be okay, the one dude is going to get piled. He's on the defensive now. He's going to be putting on more defensive gear, switching prayers more, while his partner is going to be okay, now I can lay off all the damage, maybe, and they're not going to focus me. Then suddenly the other two are yo, let's switch on the other dude because he's kind of let his guard down. He's got all of his offensive gear on. Boom. You know what I mean? You'll be switching back and forth because they do that with their gear as it is. They'll switch to their full melee when their opponent is going to whip them. And then they instantly change to mage to hurt them because the dude's wearing full melee. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think the big thing would be, me and you attack one dude and then 2 guys say attack you. But we're doing, just right off the bat, we've just done more damage. So now that guy has to sit there and eat. And then we're probably just going to win from that. Yeah,
but then maybe you could do an ice barrage, move back a bit, or maybe your partner has lunars on, and he'll use heal others spell, and now he's kind of helping you out a bit to outweigh the cost. So you're not just exhausting. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they'd ever bring lunars, to be honest. It's all ancient magic with barrage and stuff. You gotta hit that sweet 30 freeze.
But that's what I would love, is to have where Lunars has this more of a support kind of role. And the next thing you know, we're for the first couple of tournaments, you might never see anyone on Lunars. Then one time, I think once people start getting more comfortable, a team's gonna bust out one dude on Lunars who's fucking transferring his special bar to other people, who's fucking healing them, doing this, doing that, fertilizing his crops, because Lunar's awesome like that. So
magic imbuing for that efficient experience.
Turning some flax into bowstring while you're fighting. But anyways, you're going to be seeing this dude who's kind of throwing out all these things, healing, and the next thing you know, he's switching his spellbook to... Actually, no, let's leave that part out, because now you're talking about way too many runes. But
yeah,
you might see this guy who's pulling this out. Next thing you know, it's just wow, that team was able to pull off these crazy techniques because of this new meta they're pulling. And it's going to be kind of like League of Legends, where the meta starts to fall into place over each season, and next thing you know, you gotta...
If it was like any other game, I'd agree with you, but I find just the way RuneScape is, I mean, obviously there's positioning, but it's kind of like you freeze them and you go behind a tree and you pop out and hit them.
No, yeah.
You're very limited where like you could ice barrage someone and walk away from them and hope they don't freeze you. Like a lot of RS like PvPing is like mind games. Obviously, if you can switch and do your prayers and stuff properly, it's all just mind games and like learning how to kind of throw them off and get them in that uncomfortable position where you can keep switching gear and throwing them off and whatnot. But you know, they could do their 5v5s and be like, that was shit because 5 people piled one person and instantly killed them.
Or it's just too much going on.
And then like with a 20v20, you know, it's like such a fiesta that anything can happen.
That's maybe meant to be like that.
Yeah, maybe they'll look at the 5v5 and say, let's bring it down to a 3v3 or something. Like, you know, it's their first one. I think they kind of realize what people wanted, especially with Deadman, and I think they know what they want. Like, obviously, they're trying to get new players in. I think RuneScape has a bad rap for its, like, PvP, just because it's, like, 20, 0, 15, 0, and people think that's all that it is, but, like...
It's definitely a love or hate kind of relationship.
Yeah. And the game's not big enough. Like, there's a lot of really good PKers that put YouTube videos up. And, like, they're, you know, they have, like, 4,000 views, and it's, like, so no one really watches them.
Maybe nobody knows about them, right?
Yeah, but, like, I mean, if you're gonna watch someone PK, you're gonna watch, like, Bodhi or Framed or...
Sort of.
Torvesta.
I mean, the thing is, though, there are definitely better people out there than them, right?
Yeah, of course. There's, like, amazing people.
Yeah, there's probably some people who are crazy good and don't make any videos because they just don't give a fuck. Anyways, but yeah, moving on though with the PvP thing, like, I really do think over time, the meta for teams is definitely going to change in the 5v5. It's going to evolve over time. Like, even if you look at, like, in real life, if you look at MMA, in the early days of, like, the UFC and shit, it was literally, like, a wrestler versus a karate fighter. Like, very one-dimensional people, right? And then if you look at it now, you have to know a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? You can't just be good at standing up and not know anything on the ground because you're going to get fucked up because the guy's going to know he knows a little bit of everything, right? And they're going to use that to your advantage. And I feel like the same thing might kind of happen with RuneScape. The problem is, like, RuneScape is a very different game compared to...
I mean, it's already happened. It's been happening for, 10 plus years.
Yeah, I guess that's how you get tri-breeding.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like this is new. Like, 5v5s isn't a new concept. Like, clans have been doing small-scale PvP and large-scale for over 10 years. Like, since Classic, right? So, but I mean, at this point, though, like, the meta's evolved to, like, what it is today with Armadillo, Chain Skirt Plate, Toxic Staff of the Dead, Armadillo Crossbow, like, all that jazz. Like, people, like, the gear setups have, like, already kind of been, like, finalized, I guess. I mean, you'll see some tweaking, there always will be tweaking.
Yeah.
But it's never gonna be like, what is this? They're all in desert robes hiding in the shade. You can't see them. What is it? Like, it's not like
obviously
anything major will happen. It'll be like, oh, he brought an AGS and this guy brought a Gmaul. Like, it's kind of like, I think a lot of it comes down to a player preference. So you'll never see anything like super different.
But, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you find a team, like, in the 5v5 and, like, half of them are rocking Gmauls because they want to take out half of the other team at the very beginning of the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I'm excited for this. This should be interesting to see. And, yeah, I think this is what everybody's asking for. But I don't think we're ready to just move on from that right yet because there's a bunch of, they go over kind of the more specifics of the tournament. Have you gone over any of this?
I have not gone over the specifics. You want to take that over?
Yeah. So obviously the winners of all the brackets 1v1, 5v5, and 20 versus 20 will all receive $10,000. The team leader or the representative will be the one that receives the money and then I guess disperse of it as they decide to.
Yeah, they're responsible for the other players getting the money and not Jagex.
Yeah, exactly. So how can I participate? Participation in the 1v1 is strictly invitational. 5v5 and 20 versus 20 will be open to applicants. The applications will be reviewed, and successful teams will be invited to compete. So, and the information is on their website on how you can submit that.
Mm-hmm.
How can you watch it? Again,
Twitch.tv.
Check twitch.tv/RuneScape on Saturday the 12th and Sunday the 13th, but check the times for yourself to see where your location is.
Yeah, it's afternoon for EST, but yeah, everyone lives somewhere different, so check that out.
Yeah, so Saturday it's going to be they say it's going to be all 16 rounds, and then the quarterfinals will take place, and then Sunday it'll be the semifinals and then the finals.
Dope.
Okay, so how does the tournament actually work? It'll be on Tournament Worlds. All combatants will have access to max stats and max equipment. There will be restrictions placed on gear and inventory setups. A maximum of 6 Sarah Brews may be taken into each battle, and there's no Elysian Spirit Shields allowed.
Alright, I like that a lot. Prevents annoying tanking.
Yeah.
Because, like, most tribers just bring full brews. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can see that. And yeah, so if you want to send in an application, it's open between July 13th to the 27th. And then your teams will be contacted on the 27th if you made it in or not.
And team logos, 400 by 400.
Yeah?
Decent.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Okay, yeah, you gotta submit that in.
There'll be a special Discord that you'll have to join, and I guess during the stream we'll hear listen-ins, so
yeah,
get ready for some racist shit to go down.
Oh, boy.
I'm calling that right now.
Dude, from RuneScape? Man, come on.
It's not like there's a meme called, like, #gay retards.
Whoa.
Right now.
Okay, yeah.
Have you seen that meme?
No, I haven't.
There's like a meme of like a PK team or something that kills clue scrollers and they spam #gay retard.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which is a meme taken from a YouTuber named iDubbbz.
God.
But it's perfect, you know. Gotta love the community sometimes.
Oh boy.
Yep, so be prepared for some offensive language.
Cool. Very, very cool. So yeah, we're gonna be start getting our 5v5 or 20 versus 20 wilderness team together while we send in an application, baby. You must be level 3 or higher.
Yep. Shall we move on to the news?
Oh yeah, there's more, isn't there?
Yeah. This week's updates, they have taken out the safe spot for the Lizardman Shamans finally.
Oh boy. She gone.
It amazes me that it was a thing. I've said that probably every time this has been brought up. I've probably said that exact same thing, and how it amazes me that they allowed it to be a thing.
It amazes me they allowed splashing to be a thing. There's a whole list of things that are like, that was in the game at some point? I can't believe it.
Yeah, exactly. So, Lizardman Shaman, safe spot's been nerfed, and there's a new area where you need to be on a Slayer assignment to kill them.
Okay.
And 100% Shazy in favor.
True.
So that's pretty nice.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's pretty fair.
Yeah, following up on that, they have the Brutal Black Dragon changes. So you now need 77 Slayer, and they remove the Dragon Full Helm from the drop table.
So that's a perfect example.
You should go check it out. I ran by there and just found an empty world. I didn't realize how many people were just on alts or training pures there making money. I thought most people were like me and on a Black Dragon task, and it's prime time. They don't want to run to KBD and get crashed 20 times. So they killed them. But I went there and 2 or 3 worlds I checked completely empty. And it's like, what the?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, that's weird.
And their drops didn't get nerfed. Sure, you lost a Dragon Full Helmet, but that never should have been there to begin with. People weren't there for the Dragon Full Helmet anyways. They're there for all the other fucking drops they...
Yeah, the consistent, 50k inventory plus. You get, a lot of money per inventory.
Before this update, they were the Wyverns without the Slayer requirement.
Yep. They were better. They were a lot better than the Wyverns.
Arguably, yeah, definitely.
So...
Not no more.
Yeah, not anymore. So, alongside with those changes, they've added the Master Scroll Book. So it's available as a rare reward from all tiers of a clue scroll.
Nice.
And it's tradable.
Ooh.
And it has to be empty when you trade it. So what this scroll book does is it allows you to store 1,000 of each type of teleport scroll.
Damn.
So, dig site, fell to pills, pest control, lunar isles, like all that jazz. You can store like 1,000 each in there.
Sorry, there's 13, I believe.
Yeah, there's a good amount. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's 13. And you can also select the default teleport world, so you can just left click it. So that's super nice.
Wait, what?
So you don't have to open up the book. Like, let's say you only teleport to like Lunar Isles or Morton or something. You can set so the left click option is like whatever teleport you want.
Gotcha.
Zalra if you want. If you have a bunch of things and you just want to keep teleporting to Zalra, you can do that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Cool.
So they've changed the maximum steps of an elite clue scroll. It's been reduced from 9 to 12 to 5 to 7, so a huge change there. Huge change. And now elites are properly sitting in between masters and hard.
Yeah.
Which is kind of an oversight that I never realized.
I don't know if it was an oversight, though, because I was thinking about this. Like, sure, the elite clues are a lot more steps to get than a master clue, but to get a master clue, you gotta get an elite to turn in, or you need to get the master clue as reward from another clue scroll.
Yep.
So, like, if you add in the steps that maybe go in along with those, I could see why the master clue might have been a little bit lower than the elite, because the elite, great rewards, and you don't, you get it from a monster, right? So people who are farming those might have been able to just fucking... Maybe they need to keep it 9 to 12 because they're too easily farmed for how good the rewards were. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I don't know, though.
Yeah,
could be
maybe
an oversight.
Could be just them changing their minds. But, about the masters.
Yeah, one of the devs just slipping that in.
Mm-hmm. One of the devs not being able to complete their elite clue scroll in time.
What happened if your elite clue was sitting at, 11 steps?
That is a really good question, and I wish you had asked that before they made this change, because I would have done that. I would have sat on, I would have just tried to grind them out to, a step 11 or step 8.
Yeah, because, I wonder if it'll either turn into a casket, or maybe, I assume, the next step would have just given you the reward.
Yeah, probably that would have been the case, but that would have been nice to see.
Hell yeah.
So, they've added more Golem colors. So they have the Dahlia, the Elemental, and the Lovakite ore.
Okay.
Pretty neat. I've seen people with the Lovakite golems. I've seen them running around. They look pretty cool.
So this was really bothering me. I just really want to see where the hell the day ult came from.
Where does it come from?
So, wow, this is surprising. I didn't think this is what it would be.
The Quran?
No. You need 20 mining... and you mine it during and after the Darkness of Hollowvale quest.
I've done the quest. I just don't remember that. Makes sense, though.
But yeah, that was interesting, because I don't know why they labeled that, but wouldn't the day ult be teal? And the Lovakite would be red? I have that backwards. That kind of bugs me. I don't know. Okay, so that's where the day ult come from. I was just curious.
So the day ult is the purple.
No, the day ult is the teal, I think.
What the fuck's the purple, then?
Elemental.
I'm an idiot. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was Lovakite for a second there.
I don't know why they would list the names not in the same order that they listed the golem colors. Like, they show the pictures of the golems. That's fucking stupid.
I saw an elemental golem, not a Lovakite. Whatever the purple one is. I saw that running around.
Yeah, this is retarded. Doesn't matter.
Moving on.
Yep.
They're cool colors. I like them. Pretty neat looking. They have buffed Preserve. Preserve is the prayer that allows you to keep your boosted stats for, X amount.
Yep.
So it used to be 20% and it's now 50%.
Cool.
And they decreased the points per minute drain from 5 to 3.
Good.
So yeah, that's really nice. That's it for the major updates, but in other news, the Magic Skill Cape perk now allows 5 spellbook switches per day.
Seems pretty
Used to only be 1. The players can now stock up 1,000 Ecto tokens at the Ghost Disciples when they're doing the Ecto Functus prayer thingy with the slime buckets and whatnot, instead of 60, whatever it was before.
Nice.
And they fixed the click box around the blast mine, the blast mine bank. just to reduce misclicks, they repositioned the minnow icon,
Yep.
to make, so when you're looking at the number of your minnows or whatever, it was kind of confusing because it's right over one of the minnows.
Okay.
So they've changed it around so now you can see your number a lot more easily. And they added the filtered notification to the fertile soil spell.
Okay.
So I guess you can easily see if you fertilize your soil while farming the lunar
if you
spell.
want to leave it out of your chat box.
Yeah. They made some changes to like Deadman Mode. Like with food, the Quambron and the gnome food, you used to be able to instantly eat them when you banked.
Oh yeah?
Change that.
Okay.
Yeah. Fix a lot of typos. And yeah, it's pretty much it.
Sounds about right. Cool.
Mm-hmm. And did you know if you do Tale of Two Cats, there wasn't the quest complete music when you finished it?
No, I didn't.
They just added that in, which is kind of...
That's funny. I just did that quest 2 weeks ago, I think.
Probably had the sound off like most people.
Yeah.
I always play the sound off unless I'm like AFKing something.
Yeah, but like, I want to turn it on. I'm just usually watching a video or something, but the music is really well done for like it's the music's really good.
Yeah, considering how long ago they made it and
Yeah.
like how basic it is, I guess.
I'm surprised at the end of every one of our episodes. If you guys listen to the very end, you'll notice I put on a RuneScape song. Just randomly have a list and just kind of go down the list. And I'm always so surprised, but I'm like, I listen to the song. I'm like, holy shit. This is 5 minutes. And it's like, it changes. You know what I mean? Like periodically throughout the song. Like this is, wow,
Yeah.
fuck, man. And like all the music, well, most of the music was designed by, I think it was one guy. There's been a few people who worked on it, but Ian Taylor does majority of it.
Really?
Yeah, like, really good 8-bit songs.
Yeah.
And
Definitely nice first portfolio. That definitely helps a lot. All the music he's done for Jagex.
Unreal. The list goes on.
Have you listened to RS3 music? Have they changed it at all?
They've updated it. Less 8-bit.
Some heavy metal, some electric guitars, maybe some vocals.
A lot of people shit on RuneScape 3, but I'll say this. I did one of the quests, and it says, we recommend you turning on the volume. This is all voice acted and stuff. And the music that was playing was really good. It had, like, you could tell they actually hired a choir to kind of, what do you call it?
Sing,
Sort of, but it's like, like
yeah, I do
gospel.
like the yeah. Yeah, the harmonious hums or whatever.
They make the noise with their mouth, and music comes out. But anyways, that's in RuneScape 3, and I was listening to it, and I was like, fuck, they spent money on this shit. You know what I mean? Like, they actually went hard. And a lot of things like that, the music and stuff is very good.
Yep.
Why the fuck did I bring that up?
Because I mentioned they added the quest complete music to Tale of Two Cats.
Right, so I just want to, credit RuneScape music, because I guarantee you most people don't listen to it.
Yeah. I mean, most people are listening to their electronic, their techno beats.
Maybe that's what RuneScape
exactly.
needs. Just needs a beat in the background of all the songs.
They need like a metronome. A one-tick metronome.
A one-tick metronome. Make it go off every 0.0 seconds.
Yeah, 0.6 or whatever you mean?
Yeah, 0.6. 0.6, not 0.0. But I think, should we move on? That was the news, right? We're done with that?
That was the news?
Okay, let's bring it into the question of the week, shall we?
Yeah.
So last week we asked if we removed every single source of teleportation in the game, and you could have one unlimited teletap to a location, where would it be? We got an answer on Discord from a para. He says probably Varrock, because this way you have access to Dwarven Mines at the Grand Exchange, and the Spirit Tree at the Grand Exchange, and the canoes at Barbarian Village. It's kind of pretty a centralized location, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's so many, like, the canoes, I know I've mentioned that before. I think I mentioned in Deadman Mode, and so many people were like, oh shit, those exist, don't they?
I mean, I use them when I do my Callisto runs and whatnot, because you can just get to the Black Gins. But
Oh yeah, is that how you do it?
Yep, well, it's the fastest way. I still remember the day, though, the canoes came out.
Oh, me too.
I remember being like, what? This is so cool. And then like me going down to like Lumbridge area and finding a canoe and taking it up as far as I could, which wasn't that far because I was a little nooblet.
It's not members, is it?
I don't know. I remember being a member when it came out, so I don't really know.
Oh, I can't find anywhere that says whether or not it's members or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, yeah, I assume it's non-members though, because every location is a non-members area, and it seems like it was meant to bring people from Lumbridge to kind of Varrock area.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay, so that was the question last week. This week, we're just going to kind of keep it simple. Tell us what you're working on. What are your goals in this game? What are you working towards? And yeah, let us know why and how that's going. It's always interesting to see what people are working on, because, like, I remember just sometimes I'd go on Reddit, like, what's everyone doing? And some guy's like, hey, I'm working towards 10,000 Zolber kills. He posts a picture and he's like 7,000 kills in, and you're like, holy fuck. Mm-hmm. It's just, yeah, it's interesting to see all the different things people are working on, but what are you working on?
Right now, getting raids and, like, getting the requirements for raids. And, crafting. I want to get 84 crafting. True. 79 to 84, it's depending on when I quit, but yeah.
It's not bad.
Get progress in that master clue I've had for so long.
Yeah, that's about time.
Might as well.
For raids, are you just working on combat, or are you working on,
so
skills?
all I really need is 2 farming levels, which I could probably get in like 2 hours maybe.
Sure.
2 or 3 hours, but yeah, I'll do that later.
Okay.
I need, like 7 or 8 construction levels.
Yeah.
Which would take me like an hour maybe, and then I think I need 78 herb lore, and I'm at like almost 66, I think. I don't remember.
Oh, I think I'm beating you.
Oh yeah. I could I could sell some shit and just get it up there, but I want 99 defense and I'd like 99 range as well.
Mm-hmm.
So for raids, the main thing I need is Elite Void, and then able to make certain potions and then, you know, plant the herbs to make the potions in the raid.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I could technically be ready to raid by next episode.
No way.
But, yeah, 100%. The big thing is
Desert.
Getting the Dragon Warhammer. I could,
is that what's holding you back? Is that the biggest thing holding you back right now? Is the Warhammer?
I mean, I don't need it. I like it a lot, because then it allows me to solo it and whatnot, and I don't have to wait for my buddies to get on. Which, like, I would, hey, how, I like to be able to talk with the difference of, like, soloing, massing, and doing it with small groups. That's probably the biggest hurdle. I could maybe borrow it from my buddy, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, I'll get it eventually. I'm kind of just taking my time, because I could just NMZ and have 99 defense by next episode, like I said, and then episode after that have 99 range, and then episode after that have been doing raids.
Mm-hmm.
So I could be raiding within a month easily, or like a week. It's just I have like, if I do it, I kind of want to get my Slayer up. I'd like to have like maxed range and defense.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
And Dragon Warhammer.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking beeline it, right? You want to do it your own way.
Yeah, I want to just like kind of make the money through Slayer, but I fucking hate Slayer. So I kind of just have to...
It's a love-hate relationship. You put down Slayer for like 2 days and go to rune crafting and you'll be back on the grind.
It's just like the money's good and the combat experience is decent and like...
And slightly AFK sometimes, and it's... it's more fun than woodcutting.
Yeah, I don't know, but... I'd also like to get this master clue done, just because I've had it for like...
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've had every single clue scroll for over 6 months. I've had it since last year.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've never been too big on doing clue scrolls, because I find like, it's not worth the time for me.
It's kind of a waste of time, depending on how you look at it. I do it because I literally think of it as like, oh, it's fun, but you're walking around. You're just walking around.
Yeah, I don't find it too fun. That's why I don't do them. I know I'm not going to get anything good from them. I mean, if you enjoy it, you do it. But
I do enjoy it. It's my type of duel arena.
Yeah.
where you're gonna lose all the time, but even when you lose, you don't really lose.
Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of split. I'm slowly working towards getting the Master Clue done, and then raids as well.
Yeah,
I've been taking my sweet ass time, but I'll get there.
Go through little bursts.
Yeah, it's just like during Inferno, I was like going super hard.
Yeah,
I was getting crazy gains like all the time, all day, and I don't know. My buddy that I was planning on doing a lot of duos with, he's like already got 99 like range and stuff. He's like he's way ahead of me, so I gotta just start grinding out Slayer and catch up to him.
Start going. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big thing though is like right now Dragon Warhammers are 66 mil. By the time I'm ready to buy one, they're gonna be over 70.
Yeah, you can't read the future.
Oh well, they took out the safe spots, so they're gonna go up.
They'll go up because of panic selling.
Well, it dropped
Or
7 mil.
Sorry, not selling.
It dropped 7 mil since this update, which was, on Thursday.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, it's going to jump back up eventually. Okay. I just, I'm trying to figure out if it's worth the time to train range on the Lizardman Shaman guys to 99, hoping to get a Dragon Warhammer. I have to, like, figure out the rates on that.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you for that.
Yeah, what are your goals right now?
What am I working on? Fuck, it feels like it changes every week, like I said earlier, but I'm still working on my house. That's still not going away. Before we were talking about our herb lore and stuff, so I'll quickly mention my little updates. I'm still doing that. It just slows down, but I'm going to consistently work on farming and herb lore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 68 herb lore. I think I was at 66 or 67 last week. Mm-hmm. And 73 farming. I think that's only one level gained, but farming I slow down a bit because I don't know. Like on the weekends, I'll jump on and do it, but sometimes during the weekday, I just can't be bothered to go do a farm run.
Yeah.
It's too lazy. Yeah, so I'm still working on the house. I need to get 82 farming, I think, so I can get my fairy ring and a spirit tree in my house. But besides that, I am... Yeah, right now, I guess my mini goal is... And this goal is probably going to die out by next week. I'm probably not going to get much progress on it, but I want to see if I can get some chompy bird kills. Why not? Which means I'm going to have to see if I can get the hard diaries done for the Western provinces. Which means I'm going to have to see if I can get 70 mining and 75 pickpocketing. So, stay tuned. Yeah, I think that's it.
Decent. Yeah, I don't know. We have like very different goals. I'm kind of curious to see what everyone else is kind of...
Yeah, that's the thing. There's people are going to have tons of goals. There's some people who like their accounts. That one dude who like maxing his account but only doing it on Karamja.
Yeah.
Right? There's I saw an account too on Reddit who was maxing out his skills one at a time. So he's got like 5 99s and every other skill's level 1. It's ridiculous.
How is that going to work for combat?
I don't know.
He's going to have to do like pest control to get 99 HP. And then he's going to have to get 99 range.
Yeah,
and then magic.
I don't know, because literally not getting like any levels in any other skills. And like, but the thing is, looking at it, he's got like 5 skills 99, and his like the next one he's working on is rune crafting, and he was at like 82. So I'm just like, huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's dedicated.
Yeah, and you can tell he's not doing the abyss because you'll get the experience from the other skills in that.
Yeah.
So very cool. So yeah, tell us what your goals are, because we want to hear it. Our friend made a video. There's a guy's account who's working on getting, what is it, like 1 billion agility experience, and he's basically trying to get 200 million experience on 5 different accounts for agility.
Why? Oh my god, that's so fucked. Why would you ever want to do that to yourself?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's on 5 different accounts, and his accounts are like, I can't remember the actual name. It's like Jarvan the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You look at it, you're just like, yeah, RuneScape definitely varies on what people are working towards.
Yep.
So let us know what you're working towards. So wait, like I said, you're working on raids, getting raid ready, and you want to get this master clue. I'm working on my house and maybe get a chompy pet. I just want a chompy pet. I don't see anybody with it, and 1 out of 500, can't be that hard. You need to get 350 kills for the hard Western Province diaries anyways.
Yeah.
So I might get it while I'm fucking trying to get that. So who knows?
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
That all she wrote?
I guess so. Yeah, write in your emails and stuff, and there's a number of different ways you can get in contact, which is, we'll start off with Twitter. Let's do Twitter. You can find us at The Wilderness RS on Twitter, and Facebook would be facebook.com/TheWildernessPodcast. Our email is thewildernnesspodcast@gmail.com. And WildCC is our in-game clan chat, so jump in there if you'd like to chit-chat with us, or if you want to do it on Discord, we also have that. Reach out to us, we'll get you a link. I don't think I'm missing anything. All right, yeah, let's end her. All right, guys, thanks for listening.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, there it is. Bye-bye.